in the time I did CLAT, we had 150 questions, right, in 2 hours. So a lot of stuff dependent on how fast you were to get through the paper. We gave the mock in 110 minutes, 100 minutes, just to increase our speed. However, now I feel accuracy has become slightly more important than speed was in our time.
So it's like you're already prepping up for your fourth year, right? PPO might as well come in your way because
I hope so.
yeah, definitely. I wish you all the best for that. Your CV already looks so strong. Hello everyone, we have with us Shubham Thakre who secured All India Rank 3 in CLAT 2023 and All India Rank 2 in AILET. Hi Shubham, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing very good.
I think you're a bit under the weather. I'll keep it very simple with you. Now that you are in third year, how was life when you were entering in NLS and how is life now?
When I was entering in NLS, I was quite excited. It's like since I started my CLAT preparation itself, I was quite interested in law and social science subjects. And like when you just initially enter NLS, you're mostly given like social science subjects, such as sociology, history. I was quite interested in like doing all of those. Now like I'm in third year, so 2 years have passed. I'm still like quite interested in like all the teaching that they give us, but at the same time, like as time goes by, you become a little tired with
Right.
like studying. So,
Same thing going on again
Yeah,
and
yeah.
again. It gets monotonous.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Now that you secured All India Rank 3 and All India Rank 2 in CLAT and AILET, why you chose National Law University Bangalore?
Honestly, like when both the results were out, I was quite confused. Actually, I was leaning towards NLU Delhi, but at that time, NLSIU was ranked number one. And then I was going through the websites of both of these universities. I found both the course, like the course outlines, the course curriculum, and the professors of NLSIU to be more attractive. So I ended up choosing this
So
university.
it's the curriculum that attracted you the
Yeah,
most. So
curriculum and professors.
now you look back, do you regret that you didn't went to NLU Delhi?
Honestly, it's mixed for me. I do have quite a lot of friends in NLU Delhi. From what I hear, at least they do get time for other things apart from academics as well,
Okay.
be it moot court competitions or article writing. I'm quite interested in those co-curriculars as well, but in NLS, because the academics are quite strenuous, it just becomes quite difficult to balance between both of them. But at the same time, I'm really happy for the academics which do exist and the curricula which do exist in NLS.
So it's basically if a particular student who is confused, what advice would you give why to choose NLS and why to choose NLUD?
Okay, so I mean, honestly, that's a question one would know only when one has experienced law school
Right.
about what you actually enjoy. But if you're someone who is more into academics, more into research, writing those kind of things, NLSIU is, I
Right.
think, doing better in those regards, both the students and the university. But again, if you want to like stay in one city, intern there, experience more litigation, do more in moods, I think NLU Delhi.
So can we like put it in a way if you're more of a scholar, more of a bookworm? NLS is for you, and if you're like a free bird who wants to balance both extracurriculars as well as acads are important too, then NLUD is the answer.
I mean, at least that's the perspective I have.
Right.
after
That's
the
totally
process.
fine. We are also, assessing this based on the outline, the curriculum that is presented to us. And now that you also have friends over there, so it's justified to say this. Okay. So coming to the point, you're in your third year. So
Yes.
how many internships that you have done till now?
Yeah, so in a year we get 3 trimester breaks. I did not intern in my first trimester break, but from that point onwards I interned in every break. So I suppose that makes it around 6 internships till now.
Okay, that's great because whoever I've interacted with, they're hardly done 2 to 3. So if you could list it down the 6 internships that you have done till now.
Yeah, in my first year, I interned with the Prerna NGO. It was an NGO
Right.
with respect to child rights. It was a mandatory internship we had in NLS. Then I interned with the District Legal Services Authority in Mumbai. Mostly they had some paralegal work, so we had to assist pro bono lawyers with their documents. Post that, I interned with a lawyer who practiced in the Bombay High Court as well as the industrial and labor courts in Mumbai.
Okay.
I was quite interested in this domain of labor laws because I was writing some stuff on it.
Okay.
So I wanted to experience it firsthand. I also did an internship with like with a professor in MNLU Mumbai.
Okay.
She was involved in researching about criminal laws within Mumbai itself.
Okay.
So at that time, they were researching on stuff like hate crimes, redactivism. So I did that research. I had another internship with the Legally Defense Clinic of
Okay.
in the Criminal Court of Mumbai.
Okay.
There again, I had just had to assist lawyers, prepare pleadings, get
So
documents.
the only internship, the kind of internship
Yes.
that is untouched is, I believe, is to be the corporate one. So which company are you next eyeing for?
Right. For last semester, I did a IP Corp internship
Okay.
with KNS Partners in Mumbai.
Okay.
Right now, I think I will do my Corp internship in the next June break. I am eyeing for something around the area of tech law because
Okay.
I find that quite interesting within the domain
And
of
also futuristic as well.
Yes.
So it's like you're already prepping up for your 4th year, right? PPO might as well come in your way because
hope so.
yeah, definitely. I wish you all the best for that. Your CV already looks so strong. And okay, so one important thing is now since you have done all these sort of internships, what particular skill you feel that is required in all of this? Right, that a student who is right now preparing for CLAT should start, adapting it, developing it in their day-to-day life.
Yeah. Other people might differ, but I think the most important skill in law is the skill of research. This like in CLAT, we are often taught to read through stuff. Similarly, when you enter law school, be it for moods or even in internships, when you're assisting these lawyers prepare arguments for their case, it is very important to know how to research. And like there will be cases which will be of 200, 300 words. There will be multiple judgments across different high courts. So you just need to know how to read all of those judgments quickly, how to get to them quickly. And also then if you have multiple judgments, how do you exactly balance them? How do you look for articles on these judgments?
Right.
How do you do that research? So I think the skill of research and reading is quite important.
So students might get confused. Reading part, yes, they'll definitely be able to adapt. But when it comes to research, how they can inculcate in their day-to-day CLAT practice or CLAT preparation?
I think the best medium of doing this is general current affairs preparation because when you read newspapers every day, you find certain topics interesting. Then what I did at least was, for example, there was a G20 summit. I would Google that G20 summit, go to Wikipedia, find some basic information about it, go across some other coaching or like other general knowledge websites. So that inculcated in me from CLAT preparation itself a
Right.
skill to just go on Google and look for skills.
So it's basically a great GK strategy
Yes.
as well as how you can develop your research skills.
Yes.
Okay, and which stream were you from? Which background were you from?
I took the humanities stream in 11th and 12th.
Okay.
I was in the Maharashtra State Board because
Okay.
I wanted to focus on CLAT
Right,
primarily.
correct.
Yeah.
So how did you cope up with quant then?
For quants. For me, it was easier than others because in 8th, 9th, 10th, before like I started preparation for CLAT, I was preparing for JEE. So I was in a coaching for pre-JEE foundation then.
Okay.
So I had to do a lot of physics and maths of 11th and 12th grade back then.
Okay.
So like just the basics of maths were easier for me to start with and handle. But regarding the specific quant which is asked, the data interpretation type, I mostly prepared it from my coaching modules in 11th, 12th, and I went to the very basics which we were taught in 8th grade, which usually bank students or people preparing for railway or bank
Right,
exams
right.
do. So I prepared from that material. I followed their strategy of like just learning the basics of these average, ratio, proportion, percentage, solving more difficult questions, solving past year questions.
So now that you mentioned that you were already preparing for pre-JEE, right? What made you change your mind? Why not JEE and CLAT?
I think a big part of it was after studying it for 2 years, I just got bored of it and couldn't see myself studying it in future. I mean, I did find physics, maths, chemistry, all these subjects interesting, but I just thought if I were to pick a career in the future, I would want something which is more on field in the sense of a lawyer or someone
Right.
involved in social
More
sciences.
practical,
More practical.
day-to-day life
Yes.
things, right? So was it then that you studied the curriculums
Yes.
of all these NLS and NLUs?
Yeah, so in my 10th grade, I was when I was that in my 10th grade, like during lockdown, around December, January, was the time I decided to formally do CLAT. At that time, I was looking at quite a few different entrance exams. One CLAT, the other was HSC for a humanities stream in IIT Madras, and some other
Okay.
BA courses.
Mhm.
Ultimately, I ended up picking law because I felt that was more like even if I don't want to go into social sciences per se, this was something I could do professionally, but also
Okay.
it would be connected to social sciences.
Okay.
That is when I also went to the curriculum of law schools in India in general, just to see what exactly they teach. Are they too law focused? Do they also incorporate a lot of social science theory in them? And when I found out about like NLS's curriculum and like other law schools curriculum regarding like how holistically they teach all these subjects, even if they're teaching something like constitutional law, they won't just teach you the constitution, but also teach you some other theory around constitution about how it plays out in daily life.
Right.
That's when I felt that this was the course for me.
Okay, okay, great. Now, what would be the strategy one has to follow if they are appearing for CLAT 2026 or CLAT 2027? Like, particular strategy as in general strategy. It can
Yes.
be time management, it can be mock strategy.
Right. So in the time I did CLAT, we had 150 questions, right, in 2 hours. So a lot of stuff dependent on how fast you were to get through the paper. So at least when I remember when I was preparing for CLAT with my friends, all of us focused on like getting through the paper as fast as possible. We gave the mock in 110 minutes, 100 minutes, just to increase our speed. However, now I feel accuracy has become slightly more important than speed was in our time. So like the better thing would be go for questions like across subjects, practice questions, practice difficult questions. That's how you will build up accuracy. And secondly, this is also quite a general tip, but you will give a lot of mocks in your preparation. A lot of students feel that those are quite useless because you just give them, you see your score. But what is important and what helped me out a lot in my own preparation was you give the mocks, but make sure you spend more time analyzing the mock than just giving the mock. So have a like more than even perhaps how much you would focus on subjects otherwise.
Rather than just giving
Yeah.
mocks for the sake of it, don't forget to analyze
Analyze
them.
it, both the correct questions, the wrong questions, the questions you didn't do, then practice them, practice similar questions,
Right,
etc.
right. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best for your
Thank you so
future.
much. Yes.